Hello, everyone. Welcome back to College of Laura's Curse of Strahd actual play.
Episode 15.
Episode 15. Oh my god. Stuff keeps happening.
Yeah.
Stuff keeps happening.
I apologize to anyone hoping this would be a combat-heavy, crunchy campaign.
Why did you think that? Why did you think that?
To any of our content. I'm curious how you got the idea we might do that, but...
Yeah, nope, not really. We have not had a combat in, hours worth of game time.
Yes.
Or hours worth of real life time, days worth of game time.
Hopefully you like roleplay.
Hopefully you like roleplay. We're telling a story, that's the point. Anyway, last session, we had some gods talk to some people, and really one person.
Yeah.
We had some gods talk to a person, and we had someone's soul be transferred to a new body.
We did
And so, what the hell did Terry do?
Yeah, she doesn't even know.
Nobody knows, not even her. I know, but nobody else gets to know the full details of this. Yeah, but Saga knows. So yeah. Without further ado, we're gonna get into this. So we're just gonna cut to where everyone is kind of watching Zala lay on the ground.
Yeah. Breathing in for the first time.
Breathing, yes, and opening her eyes.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks around, she looks very confused.
Hey.
What?
Take it easy.
What happened? Where? What?
You're back in Barovia.
What? How?
I'm a demigod, remember?
Why did you bring me back? Why do I... What?
I hand her a mirror.
Why?
I couldn't do Estoni. I have domain over Drow.
Why did I... Oh, God.
She can see her body.
Oh, God. It looked that bad, huh?
I'm a cleric. I'm a demigod. There was very little I could do to put it back together with any hope you'd walk again or be able to fight or move.
Gods, yeah, okay.
This body is functional. It may not be your race, but it's about your age and it's your gender.
It's not mine, but it's close enough. It's fine for now.
Someone bring me her weapons and cards.
Irina will gather them and bring them to you.
Anyone can do tarot, right?
I feel even worse using it now. But I guess I'll have to try to learn. Thank you.
Of course.
I wasn't.
What did they do to you?
A lot.
How are you? Did they intend to keep you alive for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
It's not the first time I've seen him do something like that. I just didn't really expect it to ever happen to me. I forgot how gruesome he can get when he's angry.
You did that for us.
Partly. Partly for me.
For you.
When I had that vision in the temple,
Yes.
I realized that I had all of those moments in my life that had passed me by that I had experienced. And I realized how insignificant a lot of it was in the grand scheme of experience. And I realized how much of my life I was going to be wasting if I stayed with them. And it didn't quite click with me at first that was why, but then I saw how he reacted to all of that, and he would have killed all of you, if not worse. And this realm would have been even more doomed, and I couldn't let him do that. Knowing the truth, I couldn't let him, because I didn't know either. I couldn't let it go.
Well, we're grateful to you. You saved us.
Yeah, I did. No reason to sugarcoat that. I did, I saved you. I didn't just do it for you.
No. But you saved yourself too.
Apparently.
I am glad that you're okay.
I'm grateful to you. This is not the ideal, but it is. I am alive. I am grateful for that.
Yes.
I'm sure everything else can come after.
Despite everything, you don't look that dissimilar.
No, I suppose not. This is alright for now.
If you wanted to make a deal to get your phone back, I'm sure.
I'm okay. I don't need to deal with any of that.
You know,
Seems like you all have brought enough to yourselves with that sort of thing.
it's funny.
Hmm.
Zola works as a drow name too.
I suppose it does. Yeah.
Hopefully it's fit for your whatever fighting style you best use.
I'm sure it will be fine. Thank you.
Of course. If you need anything else, just let me know.
When all of you are done here, where are you going?
Well, I guess to find wherever the gem from the holy symbol is.
Hmm. Do you have a destination in mind, a next stop?
Krask, I believe we talked about.
I guess I have to figure out where I'm going then.
You're welcome to come with us if you'd like.
I think that's... I don't know about that. I don't think I really belong.
What's up?
They're letting me stay. Good, you're okay too. Yeah, I'm okay. Good. Good. I just don't... I don't know. I haven't felt like I belonged somewhere in a long time. I don't really feel like it would be right for me to stay. If you want me to, I will, but...
But I want you to. This place isn't safe to wander alone, and you can't leave anymore, I realize.
No, I can't. It's okay. When you all are done, I will have my chance. I think I feel bad not coming, but I also feel bad coming.
Why do you feel bad coming?
It just doesn't feel like where I belong. I don't think I know where I belong though, so...
And why do you feel bad not coming?
I feel like I owe you the help. You did save me. I'm not sure if he was planning on bringing me back after or not, but now I don't have to find out.
Well, whatever you want to do to support you, if you wanted to do something else, I'm sure Rabalai Saga, or if you want to see what the Underdark was like as a drow, I'm sure my mother would take you.
I don't know. I feel kind of lost.
Yes.
And I feel almost ungrateful for feeling that way.
I'm not here for your gratitude, and you living is grace enough. You don't need to not mourn what you've lost because I'm giving you your life back.
I feel like I knew so little and now I know less about who I am. You know?
Yes.
I was never connected before and now I have even less of an idea.
Perhaps you need to find out.
Not exactly an Underdark entrance here. Not sure that's what I want, anyway.
If it is what you wanted, I'm sure my mother could find a way to pull you.
No one can leave.
Yes.
Maybe after. I don't know. It's just a matter of waiting until then, I guess. Maybe I'll... No, I want to understand myself. And this would have been the place before, but now I'm not sure. I don't know where to go, but I know the last place I had a big revelation was the Amber Temple. Maybe I'll go there. Would that be okay with you?
Absolutely.
Just do some soul searching or something. In the meantime, I guess I'll see if I still know how to fight.
May I? Pride says, actually.
Yes?
You don't know who you are.
No, I don't. No.
You aren't sure of yourself, your identity.
Yes.
I am very sure of myself, of mine. Your identity, wondering who you are, is something you often... How old are you?
What did we say? 23.
It's something you often outgrow.
Yeah.
You aren't that old.
I'm not, I suppose. Quarter of my... Well, I guess not anymore. Not a quarter anymore.
If you wanted to... I know who I am. I know what I am. I know what I do, and I know what I will do for the rest of my life. If you wanted to try, for example, being a child, learning who you are from a child, especially with this new form, child or young teenager, I would take those years on from you. I'm only 16. I feel much older.
What, we would switch?
Switch, or I would just agree to receive those years from you. If you wanted to get younger than 16. I'd take however many, I don't mind being older. As I said, I feel much older.
I guess I would feel kind of useless if I were so young.
But it's a chance to feel out who you are. And you can get younger without getting... If you still want to be out there, but if you just want to learn who you are from a very young age, I'm also fine with that.
You're 16?
Yes. You're 23?
It's only 7 years. We'd be switching ages, I guess.
We switched ages, yes. Allow me to do some math, because I am curious. If you wanted to go to some place like Barovia, where you could get a fresh start until you could leave and maybe go to a proper orphanage or family or something. An absolute worst case scenario of how young I could see you wanting to get. If you wanted to be 5 or something, I would only be 34. I'd be Pruitt's age.
I don't want to go that far back, I think.
Again, my offer stands even if you wanted to go to a newborn. It doesn't matter what you do to me.
She kind of pauses, kind of seems to... Something seems to strike her. Ruby?
Yes?
You said your mother might know something?
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
I mean, a place you could go, largely. She's the goddess of Drow.
I suppose that's fair.
And you are now one of her people.
Yes. I feel some sort of kinship to that. Not even to really being a drow, just to what you did and that, and you, and I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. Like you feel a duty to me, or?
Not quite, no. A connection somehow.
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know what it means. I just feel connected somehow to that. I guess it's probably just because you brought me to life. Ruby, could you roll insight for me, please?
Absolutely.
Awesome, thank you. I will add your modifier if you would like.
18 on the die.
That is a 26. Ruby, you realize something kind of as you're thinking about this, as she says this. So there is the whole thing about how drow are made in Lolth's image, and how demons and devils are to a degree made in Asmodeus' image.
Yes.
Tieflings as well, to some degree. You realize that technically she is made in Lolth's image, but more realistically she's made in yours. And you're not 100% sure exactly what that entails. But as you think about it, when a divine being creates life in that way, there's a certain level of connection there, you know?
Yeah.
And when, in the context of a god creating life directly, like your parents did with you, that produced a demigod. And when you had children, they were demigods. And you're starting to wonder if that might be what the case with her is, and that's why she feels so directly connected to you. But she wouldn't be a demigod to your mother, she would be one to you in some way.
Can you try something for me?
Sure, what? Anything.
I want you to try shifting your form into a Vistani.
Shifting my... how?
Just imagine it happening.
I guess I can try. She closes her eyes, she focuses for a second. It's not perfect. In fact, it's not much. But when she opens her eyes again, instead of being the kind of golden color that they were before, they are much more reminiscent of her old eye color. That same dark brown from before.
It takes practice.
What do you mean?
I show her the mirror again.
My eyes?
You can shapeshift.
How?
I am a demigod to Lolth and Asmodeus.
Yeah.
I think you're my demigod.
What? How does that work?
I have children, they're also demigods.
But why? How?
Because I created life in you. I guess in a way, you're my child.
It's kind of weird. I don't really want to think about it like that. So then what does that... where does that leave me? What am I? I mean, a demigod, I guess, but what does that mean for me?
Well, you have access to the domains that I have access to. If you wanted, you could focus hard on learning how to control the shapeshifting. Turn back into a Vistani and never think about this again.
That feels wrong somehow.
I could train you.
To shapeshift?
All demigod stuff. The powers I used to bring you back were demigod things.
I. What would that even mean for me? And I guess what happens to me now after this?
You could come with us.
That feels more like a purpose than anything I've ever had in my life. That feels much, much closer.
Okay.
I think I'd like to come with you.
Yeah,
Could you teach me?
I'd love to.
Okay.
It's traditional but not enforced. For a demigod to take on a... I am a cleric to my parents. It's traditional for demigods to be clerics or paladins, but I wouldn't force you to be.
What would that fall under for me? What would that entail?
You would just get a touch of my godly magic. Kind of enhances your own. It's why I can cast spells. Eventually I could cast any spell with or without god magic, but it's a channeling of my energy. It's unconnected from my divine miracle actions that I can perform, but
Okay.
you don't have to do it, of course.
I think I... Cleric
Or paladin. Either or, really. Depends on if you want to use magic or weapons more.
I am rather attached to my ability to fight.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing I had going for me. I think I'd like that. I think I'd like that.
Okay.
I guess I'll figure that out as we train. I suppose I'm a paladin now. To you, I guess.
And I will grant you my blessing.
Thank you.
Welcome in.
Thank you. She seems very happy with this compared to her initial response to everything.
I'm glad. Curious, do her eyes shift back, or do they stay...
She shifts them back.
Cool.
So with that said, there was still one more person who supposedly wanted to go inside, yes?
Yes. I am curious about some things.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're comfortable with how you are now, I may go see the witch.
Do you go up to the door?
Yes, Pride goes and knocks.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted information from you.
Information? About what?
I would like to know who my parents are and why they gave me to the Order. It's the one question I've had since I was a child, that no one ever answered me.
Knowing things like that can often be healing. It can also sometimes be harmful. Are you prepared for whatever you learn?
I don't think learning things is harmful.
Okay. Do you accept any consequence?
Yes.
Then I will show you the information you seek. She claps her hands together. This smoke, kind of similarly to what I described for Ruby, kind of unfolds in this room and swirls kind of around your face, creating this kind of haze that you can hardly see through. And as you look, you start to see figures in the smoke, and as this vision starts to solidify, you see this man and woman, who look nothing like you, notably. Don't look Asamar even. But beyond that, don't have the skin tone or anything like that you have. Their skin is darker, their eyes are darker, their hair is darker. They really bear no resemblance to you, and you're at first not quite sure why these are the people that are being shown to you.
The vision that I had, the dream that I.
Yes. And then that kind of connects to you, that you looked different in that vision. You looked a lot more like what would match these figures in appearance. You feel a hand on your back as you kind of step properly into this visual. You can you're standing facing a house, facing a kind of a small house on what looks like kind of the outskirts of a smaller town. And you can see these people, and you can see they are talking to someone who you don't immediately recognize from the distance, who pulls something out of their pocket and writes something on it and hands it to them. And you're kind of watching this. You find yourself stepping toward them, and you find the hand on the small of your back following you, moving with you, kind of trying to steer you in the other direction. And you find you're kind of trapped in this visual in your body, or in a body that you would assume has to have been yours.
Yes.
And you find yourself kind of running over, trying to see what this is, what's happening. The person who was kind of touching you before catches up and kind of stops you, holds out an arm in front of you to stop you running, but you are close enough now to see that the figure is now someone you recognize as one of the people who spoke to you frequently while you were at the Order, who is wearing the insignia of your Order and the appropriate clothing for kind of a non-combat related mission. And you can see that the paper that he has handed to these people who you assume have to be your parents is a check. You can't see exactly what's written on it, but that's what it looks like to you from this distance.
A check.
Yes. Like a bank check of a sort. And they kind of turn as you run over to them. And you just hear, "Go on. Don't keep them waiting." And the hand that kind of stopped you, again, kind of turns, wraps kind of around your shoulder, and starts to kind of guide you toward what you see now from the direction that they've turned you in is a carriage. That one that the Order would issue for travel missions. Again, kind of the non-combat setting for things. And you kind of look up at the person who's been walking you there. This is also someone you recognize. Actually, both of the people who seem to be here right now are people who interacted with you frequently at the Order. There were a lot of staff there, a lot of trainers there. The person who is handing them the check is one of the people who was instrumental in your training, although not the one from your vision. And this person is one of the staff who spoke to you in... counseling is the wrong word, but when they would kind of coach you in a more mental setting on what their expectations for you were, what you needed to be, how you needed to behave to live up to their code of conduct and their standards. This was someone who was frequently involved in that sort of conversation with you, and they were kind of life coaching you on how to meet your goal of being the best.
Right.
From what you remember. And the people who you assume to be your parents kind of turn and walk back basically in through the door of this house, and the other person kind of comes to meet you. "Well, looks like you're coming with us." You hear your voice kind of without you saying anything respond. "Where are we going?" "To a place that is going to help you be everything you need to be." "What do I need to be?" You need to be the best. You need to take pride in the training we are going to give you, and we will teach you how to be proud of your training and yourself and your future. You just need to trust that this is what's best for you. Your parents have agreed to let us train you, and we are going to make you the best. The best? Yes. Best you can be, maybe the best there ever will be. You should be proud of yourself. You should be very proud of yourself. We can make you the best there is. And that starts by you coming with us, so I promise the carriage is comfier than it looks. You can go on and get in now. And you are kind of helped up the steps into the carriage and sat down. The person who was speaking goes to sit at the front of the carriage, and the person with you sits beside you. And takes out a pad of paper and starts to write something on it. You crane your neck to see what he's writing. He pulls it away from you. You don't need to see that right now. I want to know what it is. You're a little bit curious, aren't you? Yes? That's alright. Just trust that we know what we're doing, and we will make sure that you know what you're doing too. You know what I'm doing? Like you said, you're gonna be the best we've got. You should be proud of yourself. This is a hard thing to get chosen for. Might do well to keep that in mind. Pride is a virtue, sometimes. And you should be very, very proud of yourself. This is a big deal. A lot is going to change for you. And we're going to change a lot about you, but all of that's going to be for the better. You understand? Only sort of. You'll understand better soon, when we get to start training. What kind of training? We're going to teach you how to fight. Fight? Yeah. I don't want to fight. But it's what you're good for. It's what you're good at, and what you'll be even better at. Like I said, be proud. This is exactly what you should want. It's an opportunity that most people will never get. Why me? Because we see a lot of potential in you. What if I don't want to go? I think that's already been decided for you. There's a beat of silence. I don't want my mom. I'm sorry. It's no longer an option. Why? Because you work with us now. Do I get to come back? No. Probably not. Ever? No. You feel your face start to wet. You realize you're starting to cry. He kind of starts to ignore you, goes back to what he was writing on. You kind of grab at his arm. I want to go back. No. Please? No. Why? They gave you to us. You are our responsibility now. I don't want to be yours. I want my mom. You will learn one day to be proud of yourself. Right now, you just need to accept that this is your life. My mom. She gave you to us. Why? Why did she make me go with you? I don't know. But you're here. And this carriage has started to move now. And you feel yourself kind of struggle as this person kind of wraps an arm around you to keep you still. And basically does the fantasy equivalent of buckling a seatbelt around you. And you struggle, but he kind of holds it in place. You find yourself kind of fruitlessly wriggling against the fabric of this belt. And this carriage starts to move, and from how small you are in this moment, you can barely see out the window, but you can see your house getting smaller and smaller in the distance as you are taken away. And then the smoke fades, and you kind of come back to reality.
Who was that?
Who was what?
I am an Aasimar.
Perhaps not always. That was you. Perhaps something has changed.
They sold me.
So it would seem.
Why did they sell me?
I don't know. But I suppose that's what happened. How do you feel?
Bad. Very bad.
I warned you. Knowledge does not always heal. Sometimes it harms.
I need to know more.
That is what I can give you. What more do you need?
Is there any way you can make me understand why they sold me?
I don't think so. I can only show you what you yourself can know in this case. I cannot glimpse their minds for you. I'm sorry. But you did accept the consequences. You should speak to your friends. Perhaps they can help you more than I can.
What do I do now?
What do you mean?
What does my order do?
Do you not train to fight?
Why are they buying children? Why would they turn me to an Aasimar?
Those are not questions I can answer for you. I don't know everything. This is all I can give you. Unless you would like to try to ask me for another memory, but you would have to know it first.
What exactly did she look like when she was younger?
I mean, pretty similar to how her parents looked. You could reasonably assume, from everything that you saw of your parents and everything you've seen of people like Esme and Zala, you could assume you were a Vistani as a child.
Eyes?
You never got a clear shot at it to know.
I'm sorry that I don't know what to do from here.
Why are you apologizing to me?
I don't really know that either.
Perhaps you will find what you seek if you keep going. But I don't think you will find much more of what you are looking for here.
feel like there's something else I should get here.
Such as what?
I don't know. But I feel like I want something else.
You want to understand.
Yeah.
There is nothing to understand. It is done. It was a decision that someone else made that was out of your control. It was not within your power, nor anyone else's who was not involved.
Is it something I should undo?
What do you mean undo?
What was done to me?
The transformation?
Why don't I remember?
I don't know. You didn't remember any of this until now, it would seem.
My memory has always been a bit hazy, but
It seems you have a lot left to learn and uncover.
I suppose I do. I guess there's not much more you can give me.
Not unless you can call upon it specifically to ask. You will have to decide that for yourself.
Well, thank you for the vision.
I'm sorry that it was not what you were expecting.
I was hoping I would understand more.
There is always more to understand.
I feel I understand less.
You will learn in time what you are looking for. I promise you that.
I don't like this.
I am sorry to hear that. But things are what they are.
I don't think I've faced this before.
What?
A quandary, a decision like this. Questioning. Anything, really.
You have never questioned anything before?
No.
That's not a good thing. Questioning is healthy. It is what keeps us sane. It is what keeps us from complying and only ever complying. Perhaps you've been too compliant before.
I'm good at orders.
Perhaps too good, it would seem. Perhaps how they made you to be.
I don't know how to be anything else.
You should ask your two friends who have gotten things like that back what it feels like for them. That might be good for you.
I know it's been good for them.
It has.
I know it has. I'm struggling with a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I want to talk to someone anymore.
What do you want?
What if I wanted another deal with you?
What deal?
I don't like how this feels.
Okay.
And I think more of it would be worse.
Okay.
What if I wanted to feel nothing? Ever?
For me to take your emotions?
Yes. For me to function as I should. Mindless. Follow orders. Don't feel.
As you should. Is that what you think you should do?
Yes. Clearly I was sold as a commodity. Clearly I was trained to follow orders and not question them.
Do you think that is a good thing?
I think it's survivable.
And this is not?
My alternative request was going to be to ask you to kill me.
She stops. She kind of goes to one of the windows that is covered by curtains and peeks out through it, kind of to where you can just vaguely, if you squint, see the rest of the people in your party. Just kind of standing around, basically waiting for you to come back out. You want me to take away your emotions?
Yes. And even my free thinking. Yes, my free thinking as well.
No. No.
Why?
I will not.
Why?
Because I told you, as I have told everyone who has stepped through this door and asked me for something, that when you got this information, you would have to deal with the consequences of it. Not only is it a moral objection, it is a rules-based one. I make these deals contingent on the fact that people will come to terms with whatever it is they receive. It is now time to come to terms with what you have received. It is what I made the deal with you for.
What are you?
What am I? Does it matter?
Yes.
Why?
Where do you come from?
If you are thinking your magic is going to hurt me, you are wrong. And if you think that it is a wise choice to attack me, you are also wrong on that count. You can certainly try, but it will not end how you expect.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Threatening you.
I appreciate your apology. I do not like to fight. Nor do I particularly like to see people suffer from what I give them. But that is part of what I do.
You wouldn't kill me if I attacked you.
No, I would not. I would probably just teleport you outside. And continue to do so if you tried to come back in.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. I guess.
She just kind of nods to you.
She leaves.
Okay. Do you say anything to the others when you walk out?
She doesn't, but I think Priya can ask. So, you get what you wanted? I didn't particularly ask for anything. So we get to go then? I'm done.
I think that means we're all ready, yeah.
Arena? Are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm fine. She just kind of turns to start walking.
And I think we leave.
Alright. You all begin to set out for Kresk, which is one of your last few destinations to kind of check off your list.
Yeah.
And as you begin to set off on this path with a lot of new realizations, some new friends, some new enemies, and a lot of new problems, I think that is where we will call the session.
Alright.
Thank you for watching this video from College of Lore. Remember to like this video, subscribe to join the party, and have a fantastic adventure.